I'm very grateful to have completed my internship residency here at Wilford Hall, primarily because I received excellent training and it prepared me to be a generalist as a psychologist in the military. Not only that, but I was also able to receive specialty training in things like clinical health psychology, population health, and was able to work directly with many of the basic trainees here at Lackland. That's what makes Wilford Hall unique.
What I really liked about the Wilford Hall internship was a couple things. One was the vast amount of opportunities that we have here just because of the size of the base and the different unique mission sets. I really enjoyed working with the BAS trainees, and I really enjoyed being able to do some of the extra rotations. I did an extra primary care rotation, and then I did another rotation with the military training instructors, helping them learn about resiliency and self-care, about boundaries and working with trainees and not stepping over those boundaries. Getting exposure to all those kind of mission sets, which actually helped me get set up for the job that I'm doing now.
I was really glad that I came here, and I learned a whole lot about the field of psychology in general, and was exposed to just so many different things. And I think it really broadened my view of what we do as officers and as psychologists, and yeah, just really helped me think about myself and my role differently.
The internship year definitely prepared me for my first year here at Wilford Hall as a staff psychologist. I was ready to jump into that role of being a generalist, working with a lot of different people, and able to take on many of the officership roles that come as being a staff psychologist in uniform as well.
So after Wilford Hall, I'm joined spouse, and so I actually ended up staying at Wilford Hall to be a staff psychologist. I was able to work for 2 years in the primary care clinic, and I had already built quite a few relationships that I would need to maintain that, as well as working with the disaster mental health team across base. So I also had the exposure to a bunch of different of those players, so I wasn't stepping into a brand new role. And because there's 3 huge bases here, I'm able to work with all 3 of those throughout the city, as well as the city response team with the disaster mental health. Then I came back to the mental health clinic. But now what I'm doing is I'm the flight commander of the ECAC, which is the Evasion Conduct Under Capture, which is SEER psychology. So I'm a SEER psychologist, and I get to maintain both the safety of the students in that program, but I also get to help with assessment and selection of the candidates going through the program to be in that career field. So with the connections that I made through Wilford Hall, I was able to learn about this job and figure out it was something that I would want to do. So now I get to do like some pretty cool embedded work.
Coming here for internship really set me up for all the variety of experiences that I ended up having after leaving here, and then now I'm back as a fellow. I was put in a lot of different situations that I wouldn't have expected, being the only psychologist in the UAE for my first deployment, which was just a few months out of internship. And then deploying again as a SEER psychologist. Both of those I was placed in a lot of positions that graduate school by itself did not prepare me for. But learning to think about problems as like a scholar practitioner, and learning how to find the information myself whenever I hadn't been trained to do the job that I needed to do. Being trained here really set me up to learn those skills and to find the information to do the job effectively.